Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Daytime audiences were recently treated to one of the most anticipated sit-down conversations in recent memory as Todd and Julie Chrisley returned to the spotlight with a raw and emotional exclusive about what life has been like after prison for years. The Chrisley family was known as a portrait of Southern charm and reality television fun anchored by Todd's quick wit and Julie's calming presence. Their series became a household staple as viewers tuned in to watch the ups and downs of family life delivered with humor and heart. But after the public rise came the fall, with legal battles, indictments, and prison sentences that shifted the trajectory of the family entirely. What has followed has been both heartbreaking and compelling as the Chrisleys have faced their time behind bars and emerged with a different perspective on life, family, and faith. In their first joint daytime exclusive since returning home, Todd and Julie appeared composed, reflective, and perhaps more grounded than ever before. They spoke not only about the difficulties of prison, but also about the lessons they learned, the bonds that carried them through, and the way they now envision their future. The interview did not shy away from the painful details, but it also highlighted moments of resilience, humor, and love that continued to define them. Both Todd and Julie were adamant that their story is not one of defeat, but of survival and renewal. Julie admitted candidly that prison was unlike anything she had ever imagined. She described it as a place that stripped away the comforts of everyday life, but also as one that forced her to find inner strength she never knew she had. She spoke about the isolation, the longing for family, and the quiet moments of prayer that helped her endure, while many wondered whether she held bitterness toward Todd for the circumstances that landed them there. Julie revealed that her feelings were rooted in faith and forgiveness. She said that she consciously chose not to allow resentment to grow. Instead, she focused on survival and on the hope that she and Todd would one day walk free and rebuild the life they had dreamed of. Todd, on the other hand, approached his prison experience with the mix of humor and candor that fans have long associated with him. He joked about the adjustments he had to make in his daily routine, but then turned serious as he described the pain of being separated from his children. He admitted that the nights were the hardest when silence took over, and there was no distraction from the reality of confinement. He leaned heavily on letters from his family and on his faith, reminding himself that no circumstance, no matter how dire, could take away his identity or his commitment to those he loved. The couple revealed that communication became their lifeline during their incarceration. They were separated and housed in different facilities, but letters, calls, and prayers kept them connected. Julie described the emotional impact of receiving a handwritten note from Todd and how those words gave her comfort during her most difficult days. Todd revealed that knowing Julie was enduring her own challenges strengthened his resolve to stay strong for her and their children. Despite the physical distance, their bond became unshakable as they leaned on shared faith and memories. What struck many viewers during the exclusive was how openly the Chrisleys acknowledged their flaws and mistakes. They did not attempt to gloss over the pain of the past few years, but instead admitted that their choices had consequences. Todd spoke about accountability and about the importance of accepting responsibility, even when the process feels unfair. Julie echoed the sentiment, adding that she hoped their story could serve as a cautionary tale for others. She did not want their family's pain to be wasted, but rather transformed into something that could inspire resilience in others. Life after prison for Todd and Julie has been a mixture of relief, adjustment, and deep reflection. They shared that the simple things once taken for granted now hold immeasurable value. A meal at the family dinner table, a hug from their children, a walk without restrictions. All of these everyday moments are now seen as gifts. Todd explained that freedom feels different after it has been taken away and returned. Julie nodded in agreement, adding that the experience has taught her never to overlook the beauty of ordinary life. Their family has been central to their healing process. Savannah, Chase, Grayson, and Chloe have all played vital roles in welcoming their parents back and creating a new sense of normalcy. Julie said that one of the most emotional moments for her was holding her children again, without barriers or restrictions. She admitted that she wept uncontrollably as she realized how much time had been lost, but she also emphasized the gratitude she feels for the chance to move forward together. Todd added that seeing his children rise to the occasion during his absence made him proud. He acknowledged that Savannah especially carried a heavy burden as she stepped into a parental role for her younger siblings while also advocating publicly for her parents. Faith has been the cornerstone of their recovery, both during prison and now as they transition back into everyday life. Todd and Julie both spoke passionately about their spiritual growth, saying that prayer became their anchor in the darkest of times. They believe that their survival and eventual release are proof of divine intervention and grace. Julie admitted that there were moments she questioned God, but she ultimately chose to trust in a higher purpose. Todd said that his faith has been strengthened beyond measure, and that he now feels called to use his story to inspire others who are struggling. The couple also revealed that they are working on several projects that will allow them to share their journey in greater detail. They hinted at a potential return to television, though not in the same form as before. This time they want their platform to focus on real conversations about family, resilience, faith, and redemption. Todd said that the days of polished reality television may be behind them, but that authenticity is more important than ever. Julie added that she wants to help other women who have gone through similar experiences and create a community where stories of survival can be shared. Despite the serious tone of the interview, there were also moments of laughter and levity. Todd joked about his prison nickname, while Julie teased him about his inability to adapt quickly to the structured routine. Their banter reminded viewers of the chemistry that made them beloved television personalities in the first place. But beneath the humor was a depth that revealed how much they have changed. Both agreed that they are not the same people they were before prison, and that in many ways the experience reshaped them into stronger, more compassionate individuals. One of the key takeaways from the exclusive was the emphasis on forgiveness. Both Todd and Julie stressed the importance of forgiving others and themselves. They acknowledged that bitterness and anger could have destroyed their marriage and family, but they made the conscious choice to let go of resentment. Julie said that she forgave Todd not because he was blameless, but because holding on to anger would only have harmed her own spirit. Todd, in turn, said that Julie's strength and refusal to let bitterness win kept him going during the darkest nights. As the conversation came to a close, Todd and Julie reflected on what lies ahead. They admitted that rebuilding will not be easy, but they are committed to doing it together. They want to create a life that is more intentional, rooted in gratitude, and focused on the people who matter most. While they cannot erase the pain of the past, they can use it as a foundation for a stronger future. Julie expressed hope that their story will remind others that even after the deepest valleys, new beginnings are possible. Todd added with a smile that the Chrisleys are down, but never out, and that their best chapters are still unwritten. The daytime exclusive left audiences with a portrait of a couple who has endured extraordinary hardship, yet emerged with renewed purpose. Their story is one of love, faith, endurance, and the refusal to let adversity define them. Todd and Julie Chrisley have faced the unthinkable, but as they sit together, once again free and hopeful, they represent not just the resilience of a family, but the power of forgiveness and the possibility of redemption. Their message to viewers was clear: no matter how dark the road may seem, there is always a way back to the light. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.